So we've got Sanjay buys X boxes of hot wings and Y bottles of soda. So we got hot wings and soda. X is hot wings, Y is soda. For a party, the number of boxes of hot wings and bottles of soda he can buy with $40 can be represented with the inequality shown. So he only has $40 to spend. He can spend less than that, but he can't spend more than that. Or he could spend exactly 40. So if you look, 40 is greater than or equal to 6x plus 2y. So I would say they kind of tried to confuse you here by the order of these. Most people would write this as 6x plus 2y is less than or equal to 40, and they just flipped it around. Okay? But don't worry about that. Then it says which graph represents all possible solutions for x and y. So they want us to graph this inequality. Okay. Um, Couple things. If you look at these graphs, the lines have the same x and y intercepts. Okay. So we don't need to worry about finding the x and the y intercepts because these are all the same. So what are the differences? The differences are, is it a solid line like A, or is it a dashed line like C? That's number one. And then the next thing is, which side of the line do you shade it on? Okay, so that's what they're really asking us to figure out. A solid line or a dashed line, and which side of the line do you shade on? So let's talk about that. Let's see how we do that. So first of all, when you're graphing an inequality, that means it has an inequality symbol. If you have greater than or less than, you graph those using a dashed line. Okay? If you have greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, you graph those using a solid line. So if we look back at our question here, it's greater than or equal to, that tells us it should be a solid line. So that means our answers are either A or B. So now the shading. So here's the easiest way to check the shading. You either shade on this side of the line or on that side of the line. So what you want to do is pick a point somewhere on the graph and plug it in to this inequality and see if it works or not. If the point you pick works, then that's the side that you shade. If it doesn't work, you shade the other side. So what I suggest to do is pick an easy point, and the easiest point on these graphs would be the point 0, 0. So I'm going to take the inequality. So let me write it down real quick. 40 is greater than or equal to 6x plus 2y. And I'm going to plug in the point 0, 0. And I'm looking to see, does 0, 0 work or not? If 0, 0 works, then that means I want to shade on the side of the line where 0, 0 is. If it doesn't work, I want to shade on the other side. So I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So this is an x value, this is a y value, and 0 for y. So that would give me 40 is greater than or equal to 6 times 0 plus 2 times 0. Anything times 0 is just 0. So this all just simplifies to 40 is greater than or equal to 0. And so again, we're looking to see, is that true? Is 40 greater than or equal to 0? Yes, it is. That's true. So that means 0, 0 is a good point. So we would want to shade where 0, 0 is. Remember, it's a solid line, so it's either A or B. A has it shaded on this side where 0, 0 is. So the answer would be A. All right. Good work. Keep it up, and you will master the math.